I mean, I'm just,
Wait. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. When I make the actual podcast, I'll have Tatanka's theme song in the background. Din 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 din. Din.
might
That
as
shit go.
well.
No.
I
Hold
am
on. Hold
no.
on. No bullshit. That should go. I won't because he's actually a Cherokee, and that's disrespectful to
That is
Comanche.
disrespectful as
But I
fuck.
will say this: we're alive. We are talking about. I feel we tend to, we tend to spoil the audience as we always do, and they're getting a double dose of Predator action this week with this and Predator this week, and Prey is a movie that I have to get this off my chest. At what point did guys, and I'm looking at white men in particular, of our age and a little bit older, all of a sudden just forget about the plight of characters that have went up against the Predator or anything? I'm trying to understand something here because, like,
well, Chris, after a series of movies involving the Utah involving them, a series of movies involving them where the story was never particularly good. A lot of people would say, so we could just throw X person against the Predator and we already know they're going to win.
It's just how they're going to win. That's
even
what
if
that makes us interested.
Despite the tenacity of said person going up against the Predator, or hey, I'm thinking on my feet, and this shit just happened to work.
Yeah, it's luck sometimes.
Sometimes it's blind dumb luck, and other times, this motherfucker prepped for it.
Yeah,
he made a trap.
And I would say this: Prey did two things. One, it really highlighted that Shane Black really lost the plot on what made Predator good when he did The Predator.
Oh man.
Because the Predator, me and Sue talked about this. Shane leaned too heavy on the machismo shit, and it's like, no, that's not why we love the Predator.
Exactly.
The problem with the Predator is you tried to take you tried to take the story that you were a part of in '87. It was you and a band of actual commandos and a whole ass rescue team, and you decide, I'm gonna flip it for 2018 and make it a ragtag group,
and try to go crazy lore building with it, and it didn't mesh.
It doesn't work.
It's one of those.
It never worked.
You ever play a video game? You ever play a video game, an indie game that tries to put way too much into it than it needs to be? Like, keep it simple, motherfucker. What are you doing? That's what he did with it. It's like, why are you? I don't care about these people. They're all going to die.
Hey, D, listen. Dr. Strange looked into 14 million possibilities. Not one did this shit work.
It's the one time he's like, yeah, I didn't see no possibility of this fucking movie working.
Like, you know what? All right. Let's.
Out of everybody,
the controversy that came with the movie out of it. It still fell on his face.
Real quick. Both of y'all seen the movie. Out of everybody in that group from the Predator, who did you even take seriously? And be honest.
A goddamn one. I'll be honest with you.
Actually, the only one I took seriously, because Black excellence, old boy from Moonfall.
I knew you was gonna say
yes.
I knew you was gonna say
I forgot his name.
Wasn't he like the last one to die?
Yeah. He's the only one I took seriously because he was just like, look, if you're gonna die, we're gonna die, and I'm gonna fucking just go nuts with this shit. Fuck it. All right, fine. Because even my boy, the dude that cries all the time from This Is Us, keep forgetting his name.
You Sterling?
I love Sterling K. Brown, but he was trying too hard to be the chewing his gum like, yeah, I'm badass. And I'm like, all right, Sterling, I love you, but no.
Two people. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what they do.
Sterling, let me ask you something. You were supposed to be in Predators, but Mahershala said, nah, little one, step back.
Let me be really honest with you. I'm gonna be really honest with you. Anytime they get Stanfield or Sterling to do any type of action, it's like, nigga, stop. Nigga, stop.
Coming worse.
Stop it. Because Lakeith, Everybody, oh man, he's such a good actor. Put a gun in his hand. You stop believing everything he says. It's like, oh, shut up.
Hey, real talk.
Unless he's a rebel, unless he's like a rebel leader. Shut up.
The only time the Keith was believable with a man and a gun was in that movie with the activist, where he looked like he's about to put a gun to his head and shoot himself again.
Oh, that dumb! Shut up.
It could have been worse. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have
had a Pookie moment.
It could have been worse, y'all. They could have put Isaiah Washington in the movie. He outacts everybody.
First off,
hold on. He outacts everybody. And then as this cut, I'm sick of all you black motherfuckers.
Man had no business trying to fucking get an Oscar nomination playing the DC sniper. I'm like, nigga, fuck you, man. No.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. You do realize you're the DC sniper, right? You're not supposed to be overacting here. Like, chill.
I swear to God, white people grabbed Isaiah Washington one day in 1997 and threw him in the back of a van saying, all right, nigger, we're going to give you everything you want. Just act like you're one of us.
But anyways, pray. I find it funny, but just to go back to what I was saying, all these Dubro white guys were like, I can't believe this woman beat the Predator. I'm like, did you watch the movie?
No, they didn't.
You know what? Here's the thing. The only thing, and me and Eris had the right reaction. See, I know what all y'all saw. But me and Eris had the same reaction like this. Okay. As long as she ain't an annoying ass character, she's fine. By the time you get to the 40th minute, you're like, she all right.
Yeah, I think everybody was like,
holy crap. If she was going to have this, I'm playing a Native American girl, but I got an attitude like a girl from California that don't feel like doing it. Nah. Like, if she had that through the whole movie, and we have seen movies where actresses cannot separate that type of attitude, that modern day attitude from their character, just so certain critics go ahead, sister, slay. Like, the movie's terrible. Don't do that just because they click the box for you. She didn't do that. That's why I love
let me tell you something. You know, Chris, this is more for your point. You know them same dude bros that are angry that it was a woman that took out a predator? These are also the same dude bros that clearly missed a movie where it was a waitress who had a three-part character developing arc that took out a T-800.
Hey, shut up. Shut up, dude. She pressed
the button, and that's all that needed to be done.
All right, second of all, dude,
a hydraulic press.
All she did was run and cry, and the only thing she did that was any good was bang Kyle Reese. All right, so let's not act like Linda Hamilton is just this great woman.
Here's my thing. They bring up Predator. They bring up Predator 1 with like. They bring up Predator 1 in the whole.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
They bring up Predator 1 in the whole. These macho men. I'm like, guys, time out for a second. You know, there's characters in movies when they say they're scared, it's always the Bill Paxton route of like, game over, man. They're freaking out because that's a natural human reaction. You freak out on stuff. When old boy Billy, the quiet, stoic shaman guy of the group, is like, Dutch, I'm afraid. You should be scared at that point. That the lone guy that's telling you with a straight face he's scared. You should be scared at that point. Like,
Chris,
we're dead.
Chris, it wasn't just the fact that he said I'm scared, and Poncho reacts, bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
It's because of Poncho. I was saying, like, nigga.
Because Poncho says that to him. Billy, again, very stoic, very stern. There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. So hold on, take 5 steps, look back. We're all gonna die.
I'm sorry, that's scary to me.
Dutch.
That's scary.
All right, cool. So listen, all right, everybody come in real quick.
Everybody bring it in.
You hear the crack in their voice because they know they the man. All right, so there's a chance we're not going to get out of this jungle, y'all. So
because let me tell you something, that scared me more than Bill Paxton saying game over, man. That's like, yeah, you got this
Bill Paxton. Actually, that's the difference. That's the difference.
Game
Bill
over.
Paxton. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say game over, man. That was improvised.
And also, Bill Paxton represented soldiers who are what I call Ura soldiers, because most of the Ura soldiers want to go into battle and all that, but the second the defense show up, they turn to James Harden and want to. This is ain't fair. I won't play no more.
Now here's the thing. I told this
They
kid,
shooting back.
the one thing I love about Prey is how the Comanches, to their credit, when one of their boys got killed by the Predator and it was invisible, they was like, I guess we're gonna have to fucking go hand to hand today, boys. And I was like, oh, they with the shits. All right.
No, yeah.
They were about that action.
Because it's
all
like
action.
Two nations of First Nation people that you could have pulled out in this joint that is smoke first, questions later is the Comanche and the Sioux tribe. Those are the two people you could have broke out. They were like, oh, we're white people, fuck them up, let's go.
No, because
look, hold on. If it was a Sioux Indian, the first dead body, it was a white man, but ain't no white, it was a white person.
Dude, as soon as they saw that boy get obliterated, it was like, all right, I guess we're going hand to hand now. And I like the fact that the Predator got hit on his leg, and he's like, okay, all right, I guess I gotta be serious today.
You drew first blood.
One thing I liked, take
this serious.
This movie highlighted one thing I noticed about people who are First Nation people. I've noticed this. This is not y'all fault. This is totally not y'all fault. It's all good. All of y'all niggas sound like y'all from California. Each and every one of you sound like y'all got a hard California accent. It's not their fault.
I mean, it's either
it's like black people saying y'all. It's just a thing.
I did like the proactiveness of this movie, because when you're watching on Hulu, it actually does come with the Comanche dub.
Yeah,
I like that. I do actually like that. I do like that. Now I wasn't knocking them because they weren't speaking Comanche. Fuck all that shit. Like we look. You say your words in and out. You say little words in and out. That's fine enough, because all three of us, we grew up with anime. We know how you do this in anime. So when we saw the white people show up, we was like this. I was like this. Don't have it be something stupid. Don't have it be something stupid. Second, I heard les enfants terribles. I'm like, good. So when they speak English, it's like the person is actually speaking Comanche, but for the audience.
No, hold on. First of all, shout out to D. I caught that Metal Gear reference.
Oh, look, fans of Three Black Geeks. This is something y'all gonna have to realize. I don't know when we're gonna do it next year, but from that point on, we're gonna be on some Metal Gear shit. Just deal with it. Oh, yeah. Until we bust this nut of Metal Gear, we're gonna be throwing it.
This movie reminded me of how they did it in Hunt for the Red October, where it was like you thought that they were going to be nothing but like Sean Connery and them being in Russian accents the whole movie. Yeah, and they switch it over to just them talking English and stuff, and you're like, well, maybe this is the movie positing, all right, this is what they really, let's have them talking English instead of going Russian the whole movie. And that's how they did it with them and stuff. But I do agree, it was kind of like, I see it Californianisms, but it's not.
But there was not a lot of modern stuff. The only thing they claimed close to modern was the way they kind of reacted when Homegirl want to go out there and hunt. Yeah, Comanche do have a thick line of no nigga, you don't belong out here. But it would have been more of, sorry, bitch, you cooking?
Well, to be fair,
you're not cooking. Okay, all right.
To be fair.
Look, hold on. Look, it's like basketball rules. It's like when boys play basketball with girls. All right, you better get the fuck up.
To be fair, when they told her to get her ass back to the village and they started beating the shit out of her, I was like,
yeah, there we go.
But hold on, listen, I'm gonna give her flowers though, because she was about that action. She chose that violence when she went for that freaking king tackle. I was like, hold on, get your win, sis. Let's go.
That's what I liked about that, because that's the one thing a lot of people always do. They like, oh, the girls just sit there and took it. Nah, the girls who swung back always got to stay back, and it's always been a thing. I always hate how everybody act like these women are so weak and they need to protect. No, the most thorough bitches were like, okay, I'm going out with you. No, you ain't. The second they pushed it, they started swinging. I'm like, okay, prove it, girl. Prove you need to be out there. There you go.
You want to know?
She got it. Let her go.
You want to know where she officially jumped out of that realm of, okay, I know for a fact you're not going to be the most annoying person in this movie. when you saw that she was the only one asking questions.
Yeah.
Legit questions. Like, okay, hold on.
Usually the person asking questions.
Now, it's like for example, which now when I want to talk about the Predator in this movie. This Predator,
this bad boy,
dude. Let's get this out of the open here. This Predator comes down and studies. You want to talk about someone who took a school trip and learned.
Saw a rabbit get hunted down by a wolf.
Dude, it wasn't even first of all, it saw the law of nature. It saw a bug getting eaten, and then
snake.
Then the snake eaten by a rabbit. Then the rabbit gets eaten by a snake, and because it had the cloaking device, snake gets taken out by the Predator and instantly skinned, leaving behind the skinned snake as evidence.
Also, shout out to Kuma. You fought a brave battle, sir.
Hey, Kuma tried, man.
Let me tell you something. Kuma versus a Predator. I'm sorry. That is a 1-9. That is a 1-9 matchup for you.
He did the 4-4-2. He did the 4-4-2 on the Predator and thought he won and turned his back. And I'm like, don't turn your back
again,
on the Predator, dog. Don't do it.
Hold on. When you try to hit this motherfucker, and he gives you that look like, yo, I ate that little homie. Nigga, this is the end result.
Dog, before that, when he Debo punched him in the fucking face, it's like, bam! I'm like, oh, shit.
He's like, all right, come on. He's like, bring it in. My man sidestep, jab.
You gotta give it up to this type of Predator because you gotta realize those bears ain't seen a lot of humans yet. So they ain't scared of jack.
Early America,
It's early America. And the one thing I liked about that scene was it was really tense. Homegirl was like, she's jetting away. She's scared of the fucking bear because the bear actually got her by rights. I mean, the bear should fucking kill her.
If you've seen The Revenant, if you've seen that Anthony Hopkins and that movie with the bear attacking them and the black dude got killed by the bear because.
Are you talking about the Liam Neeson jump, man?
No. It's Anthony Hopkins and the Adam Baldwin and Harold Perrineau. They plane crashed. And
oh god!
The Edge. And Harold Perrineau got taken.
That movie. By the way, y'all, the movie's interesting, but by like the 50th mark is 50-minute mark is like, okay, just hurry up. Hurry up. Get to the cum shot. Hurry up.
But this bear, but like you said, Sue, it's like nature. The Predator is observing nature, and
I don't know though, because I felt like this Predator, despite doing all the Predator shit, the way he leaned on technology, it felt very, I don't know, deplaying Ninja Turtles in time and throwing it on easy. I wouldn't like it. I disagree. It felt like I
think he only did it when he got threatened because you think about when he was with the Native Americans. Other than him, as if you watch the Comanche Jump, the brother literally calls the Predator a cheater when he was giving that Predator to work and he cloaked.
Exactly.
And he was like, "What the fuck?"
And I'm like, first of all, I'm like, hey, look, this is my prep work, okay? I'm from space.
But those French.
It's already unfair. It's already unfair because when you floated down to Earth, did you see any lights down here? No, you didn't. So already.
Hold on. Technically, D came through with the red lightning, as old girl called it.
Speaking of which, real quick, a part of me thought they was going to wait a little bit to show the Predator. Now, granted, like in the first Predator, you see the fucking spaceship off book. Fine, whatever. But I thought in this one, it is actually my only nitpick of the whole movie. Was remember when y'all when you go into the movie, the first thing you hear all that thunder and lightning and all that, and clearly you hear something that ain't human, like woo, like something like that. Mm-hmm. When you hear it the second time, I thought that it came and then it went, and that we're just going to be seeing like little pieces of the Predator everywhere, here and there, and all the rest of that. Fuck all that shit. 10 minutes later, we get a good back shot, him looking over the valley. I'm like,
I mean, let's be real. I think the cat's out the bag.
And then a little bit later, I think it was something where they said, what did this? And you clearly see the Predator in the background. I was like, that would have been better if it was revealed then, but like I said,
Well,
it's a nitpick. It's not a big deal.
I mean, you can call it a legit nitpick, but you gotta think the Predator. Go back to Predator 2. Predator revealed itself pretty early in that movie.
Exactly.
I mean, but
that's
what
I'm saying. That's why I didn't get mad at that. It's just one of those things. You could have waited.
But I think that's more so because we've been with the Predator franchise so long. It's like the cat's out the bag at this point. What are you revealing at this stage? True. I just think it would have been a different. We know how the Predator looks. It's just all about reveal. It's just all about reveal. Because you see what this Predator looks like. This is both versions of him and stuff. I think this is the most like agile we've seen the Predator ever in a fucking movie.
Well, think about it. This is the most. I would say this is probably the most armorless Predator out there.
I mean, granted, this is early version of the Predator. So if you ever get a chance to, folks, I think Marvel owns the Predator license now. You can actually
Dark Horse don't own that shit no more.
I think Dark Horse still does, but I don't know. It's
whatever.
But you can find all the Dark Horse books online with the Predator, and it lines up with the lore, basically, And I think that's what makes this movie great, because I think we've said as much. The greatest thing about the Predator is that you could throw them in any time loop and do the same plot, and it works still.
Yeah, and that's the one. And that was, like I said, despite me, how I feel like the nigga is like clearly still fucking cheating. He's clearly still playing Dark Souls with a Game Shark.
But it's the ingenuity of the characters and how they overcome.
That's what I'm saying. What really gets it for me is that despite all that, you see how low tech this nigga actually technically is.
Yeah,
he has a shield. I'm sorry, how many of y'all had a shield before? Think about that. I don't remember seeing. If you can correct me, I'm fine with that.
They just had cloaking, and that was it. They had cloaking.
This nigga had a Kratos. This nigga had a God of War Kratos shield.
Which, by the way, D, it's funny you say that. That's where that shield came from.
Yeah,
they were. The director said he was inspired by the new God of War and made that shield.
And I think.
I thought you was gonna say something cool. I like this.
Oh, what the Norse mythology?
Yeah, because I thought you was gonna say this. I'm like, wait.
Kratos fought a Predator.
No, that Kratos. I know, I was like, so you mean to tell me? I don't know. Julius Caesar, we have here the challenger. Is the Predator?
They
can do that.
D, stop what you're saying right there. Roman times Predator.
Roman times.
You got me. Now, granted, this predates.
You see what I'm saying?
Granted, this would predate this movie if they did go back in Roman times. If you think about it, but.
Remember,
yes, that shield never existed in real life like that. But
it's even worse because me and Chris was talking about this about timelines that you could throw a Predator in and it would be an awesome movie. Not just Shaka Zulu versus the Predator. We also thought I mentioned this. I said now let's take it back to the feudal era of Japan. Imagine Nobunaga going up against a Predator.
Boy, actually, first off, hey, D's the history buff for that. First off, Nobunaga more than likely was a fat Japanese dude. Yeah, he got aced out real quick, Bob. What you wanted to say was Musashi. That's the interesting one.
Not even Musashi or Sanjuro. Not even that. Just that time period.
I got what you mean.
Put a Predator.
Either the Sengoku era of Japan or Edo era of Japan, you would love to see.
We saw a little bit of that. We saw a little bit of that in Predators with the Yakuza dude fighting the Predator.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
In a way. But see, a part of me thought Predators was also a way of saying that these Predators like, nah. We done studied the human race for a while. Bring your best out, nigga.
And that was the other thing. That was the other thing Chris and I brought up. We said, could you imagine the time of the gangsters, Al Capone, and the other gangsters going up against a Predator?
Hey, what's that over there? It's a Predator. Oh,
here come Eris. Yeah, I see him. I'm gonna rub him out.
You imagine some big
dude take out a Chicago typewriter, lights the Predator up just for the Predator to get up and all that shit. Click. And then, of course,
Nah, at the end of the movie, it'll just be the main character puts on two brass knuckles like, let's rumble.
Yes. I want to know who's the last surviving mobster against the Predator. Hold on.
Gotti.
What gorilla? Gotti, the first one did. What gorilla tactics? Gotti, Nicky, all those really cowboys, they're the first one gone. They the first. Hey, the fucking nigga right here. He saw dreadlocks. So.
He saw the dreadlocks. I knew you were gonna say that.
Fucking nigga took out Mickey. It was crazy.
Hey, then he fucking disappeared. You see that bullshit?
Which is funny because we did get a Predator video game that was
disappearing. Here's the whole disappearing. Disappearing at my balls. How's it? Disappeared my balls.
But you know what? It's something about this movie that I thought.
Hold on, Eris. Say the actual line. Say the actual.
It's considered leakage. Leakage my balls. I want the guy who was robbing us.
Leakage my balls is one of the greatest terms. Hey, when y'all at home, y'all, just say it to yourself, leakage my balls. And it will make you feel better.
Hell, bring it up in an argument.
I like how
bring it up in an argument.
You're fighting with your wife. This is what I'm talking about, DJ. You always showing up late. You never showing up for me. What about me? Leakage my balls, Denise.
Not even leakage my balls. You could just say, insert this my balls. Just put whatever it is in front of my balls.
Can you imagine? There's a Predator telling Vietnam stories about how he was on Earth and lost his legs to the Comanche. Lost my legs to the Comanche. Be on some Cotton Hill shit.
Man, we let Jason down there, man. He was killing him, man. He let the little girl get him. It was a girl, nigga. What?
All of a sudden he's like, hey, she was tough, all right.
She was tough.
Hey, Chris. The movie. Hold on, the movie would be called No Planet for Old Predators.
Harris. I bet you. Hey, did she break the 6 feet? Was she at least 6 feet? No, she was. You a bitch.
Comes in there with the wheelchair, wheeled himself in there. All right, kids, here's how you hunt on Earth.
I'll tell you something about you.
Back in 1715, I went down to Earth.
My legs.
Took my legs. Look, man, I would say this. That's what I thought was interesting is that they tied in Predator 2 with the gun. It was one of those, like, I was fine with it because they played the thing up and during the credits at the end where 3 Predator ships come down. I'm like, I want to see that. I want to see that movie, but I don't want to see that movie.
Well, you don't have to see the movie. You just read the Dark Horse comics.
Yeah, you just read the Dark Horse comics. And
it's in relation to that.
I got to imagine they went to war.
Actually, from my understanding, no. The Predators came, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Predators came back to retrieve the body of that one that lost. And they did like an exchange with the gun as their own trophy.
He's like, here's the head, and we'll give you the gun back.
Yep.
The thing that gets me about these, it's not even just that. It's just that these motherfuckers. I like how real talk, how much bitches they fight when you really think about using all technology, and when they lose, all of a sudden, like, you good, bro?
I mean, first of all,
that's a noble ass race, man.
No.
Because real talk, and I remember you were saying, I'm sorry, but I remember you was trying to compare it to the Saiyans. I'm like, I don't know about that. If we would have heard somebody die, I think the whole Saiyan race line. Now let's pull up on them niggas. Just now. Throw a moon in the sky off book. Let's fuck the.
No, D. No, D. That depends on who's writing this.
Yeah,
true.
Let's be real.
It really depends on who's writing that story.
Because I mean, in 2 movies so far, like, you know, we've seen 3 movies if you count Predators. It's like there is a layer of it's the Omar from The Wire, like, hey, I ain't never put a gun to somebody that wasn't in the game, that kind of shit. Yeah. So it's like, all right, fine, respect, because voicing Predators, the other Predators, like, all right, respect. You want to help me, cool. You got Danny Glover in the Predator 2. There, he was like, who's next? And they're like, nah, bro, you got it. We're just getting our boy and we're out.
I can't wait till we get to that because that was a good one. I'm sorry, guys.
See, but then you take it to Schwarzenegger, Dutch in the first one. No, leave it. It didn't kill you because you weren't armed. No sport.
He kicked the shit out of that gun. Like, no.
Nope.
No. It was that type of no from all. No.
Hold on. And then you eat a shoulder blast to the chest. How come everybody else died on impact, but you ate that?
But the greatest thing about Prey, though, and I thought it was great, was like her and her brother figured out, hold up, if we are just defenseless, it ain't going to touch us because, no weapons.
And that's when she came up, and everything that she did, and the one thing that this movie did probably a little bit well was show her character development, period, because she was always a person that was down for the shits. but she never really had a plan with any of the things you do. If you notice, she wanted shit just to happen.
When she went after the deer, and she's like, "All right, dog, you do this, and then I'll go this way."
She slowed herself down, and she actually made her own little scorpion motherfucker tomahawks with jokes and all that. And fuck her surviving in the motherfucking quicksand. You saw real development of her character, trying to figure out shit, trying to work around shit, and all the rest of that. And
listening to her brother say, "Hey, look."
Like, that's what I'm saying. She's taking all the knowledge that she had from her brother who is a war chief. So you're taking all that knowledge I can apply to myself and just with all the rest of that. Despite everybody despite all the rest of the soldiers, like, man, what the fuck your sister doing here? Her brother was like, nah. She cool. Let's see what's up with her. So at least we got to see real development with her and where she went to. And I love that. That's the one thing I appreciated way more in this movie than anything else.
Hey, Chris. Guys, I just thought of this.
Oh boy.
Now imagine if her brother had lived, right? And he got to see his sister take out the predator. You know he would be feeling on some Hercules shit. So you took out the predator, but it was me that took out the lion. I took out the Nemean lion.
His sister comes back with her head, and he's like, "But Mom, Dad, I got like the lion carpet. Is that great? It's good, right?"
No.
It's a lion carpet. You can sleep on this, right?
Doesn't matter. Like she got that green shit all over her. I'm pretty sure she's getting infected with something. But damn it, she killed it.
Me and Angie had it. We were dying because we see her walking up wearing that glowing Ultimate Warrior paint. We like, look, real talk, girl, you look badass as fuck. I mean, let me make that very clear. I'm saying it for 3 Bad Geeks. She looked badass as fuck. And then like a second later, hey, baby girl, you might want to wipe that off. That looks carcinogenic. You might want to.
I like how the rest of the people.
Angie was like very radioactive. I think you should take that.
But I like how the rest of her tribe, though, they see the alien.
They ate it.
But the thing is, they saw that
shit. They did. No, I'm not saying. I'm sorry. I'm not saying physically ate it. They just.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they saw the alien head, and it's like, all right.
My guys,
cool.
Help my guys. The disrespect. She walks back to the village, yeet, just tosses the head in front of the people.
And her mom had to nudge her dad, like, go on ahead and just christen her already. Shit.
Nope. Here you go. Here's the thing. Do your job.
Do your job. Here you go.
You got it.
Now, two things will tell you. Now, I know how it's going to let the way everybody else seen it. Ain't that a bitch? That's my girl. Here, take that shit. How white people, you have a vagina. How dare you? But you deserve it. I think that's how both groups of people see it. Because you see, there are moments in this like, white people wrote that. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing.
It's like they hit a line.
Like,
They hit a line, but they knew.
Cracking thing. I don't think the Comanche ever did that, but okay.
I think they hit a line, but they knew when to back off of it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You have to make it entertaining. You have to make it connect with people. Yeah. So you're gonna have to do it in some way. The little look she gave the girl at the end when everybody's cheering on, let them have that one. That ain't a bad one. Now, if the little girl was like, "Wow," okay, white person that wrote that. All right, white person that wrote that. Do you know how many?
She throws the predator head at the girl like Mean Joe from fucking Green Bay. Like, here you go.
Look, she dips her finger in the blood. Now I'm like you. Here's me. Who's the white woman that wrote this?
Dude, I would be like,
who's the white woman that wrote that?
I was this close to supporting your movie. I was this close.
This close. Boy, this movie, look, much like me and Eric said, I forgot what movie we said. This movie dared a couple times. Oh, it did this. Nah. If it was Scarlett Johansson, that would have happened.
First off, and all of a sudden you gotta make me believe that Scarlett Johansson is Comanche all of a sudden.
Boy.
She just would have been doing her freaking Quad McGraw shit from the Avengers movies.
First off, Predator would have fucking put Devon, get the tables and fucking powerbombed her ass.
I'm sorry. All that Quad McGraw she would have did, it would have been like your homeboy, like your boy in this one. He would look down at it, really, bitch. take out that shield and cut her head off.
Let me tell you something. If there's
that scene when he cut homeboy head off, that was
he cut the tree.
Well, all right.
I love the fact that he cut the tree with the shield with the head still attached.
Best part. They just walked off. That was actually funny.
If there's ever a time that I'm like rooting for white people getting killed, that was it. Because them fucking Frenchmen came in big dick swinging like we got him in the trap. I'm like, when they got him in the net, and I was like, they put him in the net, and I was like, guys, stab him on the ground. What are you doing celebrating? Stab him on the ground. What do we?
Chris, let me explain something to you. First of all, this predator starts murking everybody, and then the one thing that I had hoped happened. Someone tried to shoot it in the head when he's wearing this damn thing, and it ricocheted. No. The buckshot ricochets off the helmet and kills him.
Actually, there's one thing they did, and I'm glad they did it. Because in the beginning, because I was paying attention like everybody else was. When it said 17, 16, I'm like this. Okay. So when they broke out them guns, pow!
When you have guys like this.
Now that's a fur trapper. That's a dude. I'm just gonna keep it real. Four of them. Yeah.
I mean, this
dead.
This shit here.
Somewhere in
Look at the guns.
Yeah.
He's
one of them Frenchmen. One of them Frenchmen. Yep.
The guns and everything and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are dead," because this part right here.
Think about him.
This part right here had me in tears. Tears.
Hey, Chris, check it out. So you see this part here with the flying minefield that was set up? I call it the flying minefield. As soon as them shits went off.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, hold on. Chris, you played it. It was fucked up when he broke. When I saw that, I was like, oh, this nigga got Mr. Zircon. Fuck you. Now, if anybody want to know what a Mr. Zircon is, it just automatically shoots for you. So, second I saw that, Mr. Zircon doesn't need bolts. Zircon needs pain.
But not even that, guys. The fact that he did that and said, peace out, and jumped in the trees like Tarzan, I was like,
I'm part of me again. Like I said, as much as I
this was a
give respect to this predator, I'm like, this is the predator. That's that white guy that goes out into the Serengeti and pays millions of dollars to shoot a lion in the head. He's on that level with me, dude. You didn't even try. You're just using technology.
I mean, that's why he cheated against that's why he cheated against the brother, because the brother had his ass dead the rights.
Look. The only thing he didn't have was a Mr. Meeseeks crocodile snapping everybody's neck out there. He's like, yo, he didn't even do nothing at the time. I like how my one boy caught it the worst, the net. I had to watch that scene twice. I'm like, did it do what I think it did? Rewind it.
It did. D, hold on. D, can I explain? Hold on. Can I tell you something, sir? This movie gave me two things that I wanted.
No look net, by the way.
What?
The no look net.
Yeah, no look. Hold on. 360 no look net. Number two, the beautiful gun butt from the Frenchman to old girl.
Only thing that was missing was laugh and Frenchman.
Laughs and escargot.
The other's gonna do this. Poof, le easy way. Like to make an announcement. We're 3BGP is doing Back to the Future soon, so just throw that out there.
Le easy
way. Listen, pull out that musket. Clink. It's like,
hey man, she was very compassionate to that one Frenchman. He's like, you got to give me medicine? Why am I so cold?
Like that was S. Hold on, that was S+.
But also, you realize she was using them to test out a theory. That's what had me rolling, because she was like, heat vision. Got you.
I don't even think it was heat vision.
No, it wasn't heat vision.
I don't think it was heat vision. No, when I say heat vision, she wouldn't know what the fuck heat vision is. I think it was more of, so the spirits of this flower actually keep you protected
It's like, all right,
until you step on the
gonna-
guy.
like I'm going to download this tech real quick. So
Whenever you said it, here's her. Now I got to figure out what the word download means.
I ain't gonna lie though.
hold on, I'm going to imprint this knowledge.
I still feel like imprint is like an 1800s word. Anyway,
I did enjoy certain subtle moments, like when she stepped to her 2 feet over to the left and let the predator walk past her and shit. Like,
fuck you. I hate
No,
you.
okay. First of all, I'm giving.
Dylan did the same thing. I hate, not Dylan. I mean, Dutch did the same thing where it's like, stop.
No, when it did the move where, like you said, Chris, she moved like 2 steps to the left. Predator rolls in, takes out the main Frenchman that bled her brother. I'm like, oh, you are definitely using him as bait. This was a nod. Hold on. This was a nod to Predators. Same thing happened with Topher Grace being used as bait.
Yep.
yeah.
There were quite a few callbacks and Easter eggs in this movie, and I applauded every single one of them. Number one, they used the line and didn't even come off as cheesy with her brother saying, hey, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
And because much like Dutch, he said it with them. Nah, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Like,
It worked.
nah, we can do that. Now, again, guys, are you sure? You sure Gary Busey didn't say that? Because of my head canon, I just see teeth.
Do you need me to say the line?
I know.
Or do you want to save it for our Predator podcast?
No, that podcast is going to be probably next year. It's okay. It's all good. I'm just saying, y'all sure Gary Busey didn't say it?
He didn't say it.
Okay, fine. It's fine.
That is a 100% Dutch line.
Now, that being said, I don't have proof, but if we watch that movie and he does say it, D, 2 hands. Yes! I told you. I didn't have a Mandela effect. I actually saw it.
No, I swear you are getting that line confused with a fucking alien.
A fucking alien. I like the facial expression you made. This movie was actually pretty.
I think the funniest thing about the movie is how, like, because we as Black people, we never take shit seriously. Somebody was like, this is what the predator sees when I'm running away after 15 seconds, and it's like an infrared of their knee joints and leg joints and shit. And I'm like, they ain't lying. Because when he ran down old boy in the field and killed him, I was like, yep, that'll be me. Because my black ass would be like, shit, my knee. And
it's not like you can hide in that clearing either. I'm like, bro, he's got the vision.
How did you like my nigga that really thought he was being noble? Like, no. It's there. We see it. I'm like, he's gonna fuck you up the worst. I know he gonna fuck. All you saw was a tire of blood behind.
I just saw blood.
All you saw was floosh. I was thinking, like, Jesus Christ, how much he had in him.
Also, that predator was also fast as shit in the open field. Like, goddamn, like I mean, most predators, it's like, all right, you can run, but then, well, I mean, no, to be fair, because Alien vs. Predator Requiem, which I still fucking hate that movie. That predator did fucking run down that cop, and he gave him like a fucking 1 mile head start, and then fucking jabbed his ass and shit. So, all right, you know what?
I believe on foot they can at least do 30.
Some fucking John Hammond over here. We clocked the predator at 30 miles an hour.
Now, D. Now this is D.
These motherfuckers can run.
This is D. When Homegirl was running away from him, and she got caught in the bear trap. Here's me. Yes. The white man. The most predatory person of all.
Because we are all predators.
Look, the most proficient predator of all. Caucasian males. Look, Caucasian males who have no scruples. The worst.
No.
I got slowed down by an invention from Mount Caucasus.
Oh, God.
Dude, like
and I like how the predator walked up there like, oh, shit.
You
know
trapped.
what, homegirl? Nah. See, you know
what? Next time.
Like,
I don't like it when like this. Predator can do this. He can do whatever he wanted, by the way. Predator like to say, I don't like my food to be like hurting right now. And your little fine ass is about to get skinned the way I want. But not like this. Not like this. No.
See,
See, I'm
I
a noble nigga. See, I'm a noble nigga.
See,
He actually says that noble
see,
nigga.
see, oh, wait, D. Adjust the dreads. I'm a noble nigga.
He takes the shield predator like, let me talk to you straight up.
Right,
Why are you screaming? I'm just trying to talk to you. Why are you
You
screaming?
didn't do it right. You gotta do it like Old Girl Friday.
Hold on. I hate doing it because what I have to, because you gotta shift all of this to this one side so you can.
I understand, folks. I watched all the Predator movies today because after watching Prey, I was like, let me watch Predator 1, 2, and Predators, right? It's just that imagery of the Predator in the bathroom in Predator 2. It's like, yo, he really does look like a tall ass Rastafari in that fucking bathroom. Like, goddamn, like
tall ass Jamaican. There's a tall ass Jamaican.
but to your point, D, he did look at it like, well, number one, you got yourself hurt. Number two, you're not even armed. I really have no reason to chase you.
And number
it
three,
hold on, it just wouldn't be right.
And number three, unwashed skin, baguettes, les enfants terribles. The Frenchman coming over here. So this is what I'm gonna do, baby girl. I'm gonna let your ass stay right there. Because when I come back, I'm gonna have me some nice look. I'm gonna have me some nice Blackfoot on the wall. Blackfoot? I'm Comanche. Well, all y'all look the same, nigga.
Like
he's a predator. He can say that.
I feel if you're gonna do the next one though, like I feel they have to go like Mortal Kombat style and have Predator versus Humans tournament style or some dumb shit.
See, it's kind of funny. I was
gonna mention by the way when you said I'm Comanche. Tomahawk, same thing.
Tomahawk, Winnebago, same thing. All y'all look. Come Tomahawk, Winnebago. It doesn't matter. All y'all mark to highway. That's racist.
Pure
what
moves.
I did, now that was racist. I did was racist.
No, D, you referenced pure moods. Power moves.
No, it ain't cool until you hear sail away. Oh man, that in your junk was the shit. I don't know where y'all laughing.
This movie could
have easily
they could have easily leaned heavy on like the Native American tropes because they could have had the mom be like, here with the sacred powder you will be protected or some dumb shit.
I'm really glad it didn't because it could have really went into that territory of the Hidden Two of just throwing in random bullshit.
Here I am, there. Shaman and strong.
When she was sitting there with her makeup on, right there, all her big sandwiches made for speed. She got everything.
Oh yeah, so you were like me. You were like me. I was waiting for the Little Richard to come in.
Boy, real talk. If that movie would have ended, boy, if the movie would have ended like that, here's me. This is the greatest movie ever.
Actually,
I was waiting for it.
Actually, if that song came on, this is me.
I was not ready for that. I simply was not ready for that one.
No, because I saw that picture sitting there. I was like, one of us is gonna click it. One of us is gonna click it.
Like Little Richard gonna be sitting at home, like, God, baby. Little Richard been at home. I'm so glad this Prey movie. I love it so much. They used my song in it.
And he in heaven. No, he in musical heaven with Prince. Both of them look at each other, making a gay looks at each other, like, what you doing here? Bitch, I belong here. I don't know, bitch. I feel like that's what they do. Come on.
Nah,
Little Richard and Prince are doing that for a whole hour. Michael Jackson's like, no. Let him keep going. This shit's funny.
But I do know that in the middle of it, Little Richard would ask him, hey, Prince, you notice something? Yes, there is a shortage of chairs in heaven.
No, hold on. Ain't the chairs, honey. Who made you taller?
This is heaven.
Boy, Eris, I want to hear this It's nothing better with two men who are clearly heterosexual, act gay as fuck, and they fight each other. It is the most entertaining thing. It is the most canny thing in the world.
The worst thing about it, Thriller MJ sitting back there eating popcorn, watching.
Thriller MJ sitting there with Whitney Houston watching this shit. What's Tupac doing? Y'all don't want to know what Tupac doing. He's look. Tupac is in heaven living the way he wanted to always live. Trust me, you're not going to like the results. Was he gay? It's like this. Is he gay? I don't know. I said he was. I'm just saying.
Actually,
whatever truth he's living in, y'all don't want it.
No, dude. Whitney's like, look, Mike, can we get out of here? No, I'm enjoying this. It's literally that scene from Thriller.
No, I'm enjoying it. No. Here's like this. No. Here's what it is. But no, Mike, can we just do something else? Here's Mike. Bitch, just think of cocaine. Oh yeah, I could do that.
That is terrible. That's terrible.
Look, hold on. Watch this. You know the worst part about it? You don't get high. Yeah, no, you don't get high like you used to.
Hey, Chris.
It's toned down.
Chris, so instead of the shoulder blaster for the Predator, a man has a bolt gun on the shoulder.
I'm with it.
I'm with it too at first because I really wanted to know what was he going to use. Because if he doesn't have the shoulder, he doesn't have the shoulder cannon. What does he have?
I feel the shoulder cannon, much like this movie, it evolved as the Predator.
Oh yes, it did.
Earth over time.
Yes, 100%. Because that's what happens.
Think about technology evolves on Earth.
Not just that. Every time one of them falls on Earth, they always come back, get the body, studied how it happened, and just upgrade. Yeah. That's when you start seeing them come back with armor. You start seeing them come back with different weapons.
Well, granted, Eris, that's a little bit different because you got to understand that the Utah they end up getting into this big battle on Rygal 7, and it was like really bad.
And things were definitely looking grim until one of them did that.
I think you said Rygal 7.
Yes.
Now here's the thing.
I'm glad that D beat me to the point.
Here's the thing. He beat me to the serious punch on that one. Did? What is the this they did?
Very simple.
Speaking of which, and we'll get into it when we talk about the show on I think Friday. But that Eeyore laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always felt like that was always.
I felt when Dutch wrote about it. Is he on the speaker? Why can't I hear him everywhere?
My thing. Let me tell you something. I'm in Dutch's position. That Predator's getting Brother Rock before he has a chance to fucking put the detonator. Bam.
I wouldn't even aim for his head. I would just aim straight for that damn device.
No. I don't know nothing about that device. He getting Brother Rock to the head till he's dead.
No, that's happened.
First of all, he had Deacon Log do the work, and that didn't even kill him.
No, Deacon, because if the Predator didn't detonate, he would have bled out and been dead.
He would have bled out.
He would have bled out. It would have been done. Brother Rock would have just been like, you know what, and just quick, bam.
Because he did pick up a big ass brother.
Danny Glover was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm cutting your arm off.
See? Right there.
And look, speaking of Brother Rock did make an appearance in this movie. When Homegirl fell off. No, it did. Because remember when she fell off that tree and Brother Rock said, hey, baby girl, what you doing?
Actually, it wasn't Brother Rock. It was the entire Rock family that was holding the headpiece in place. Because when she goes, go ahead, do it. Go ahead, shoot me. The targeting device aimed it at the Predator's head. And it was in between two rocks.
Somebody complained about that. I'm like, no.
Here's the Rock family. Full circle, motherfucker.
Somebody complained about that death. I was like, no, that's kind of in line with the hubris of the Predator, thinking that he got it.
It's like he recorded. No. See, and it's because of that they don't use that shit no more.
Yeah, they don't. They haven't used it since then. Because think about it. Remember Danny Glover? He pulled the Poe juke, except this time he's like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm out of breath. Then I'm gonna stab.
Yes.
Which I never would have thought about that, because I would just play dead and just been like, is he there? All right.
Well, see, the last person that played dead.
Topher Grace.
No, not him. I'm talking about in this movie. The last person that tried to play dead, my man Predator stepped on his leg.
The way I would have been gripping the ground at the.
I'm like, don't make a sound, dog. Don't make a sound. You could have lived. Listen. You could have lived. You could have met the tribe. Could have had future grandkids or some shit, and you probably would have still had that pistol.
No, I think it's this. If you do that, I think we joked about like him going to the gangsters and stuff. It'll be nice if like we see the Predator. I made the suggestion. Have the Predator pop up in World War One.
I was thinking of something like that too.
Yeah, I said, remember
in the middle of the war. Don't even have him.
I was like, dude,
in the middle of the war.
Greatest adversary, Lawrence of Arabia.
Man,
I don't think so. Lawrence of Arabia. Well, you know what? It has to be something that. See, I think Chris nailed a good one, which is World War One. I think not the Second World War, the first one.
Because the confusion of the war, and then you have a Predator, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Especially, you know.
Ooh, I got one for y'all. This is a perfect timeline. The Predators could jump in, drop a Predator right in the middle of the Haitian Revolution.
Ooh.
Problem about that is. First off, Hollywood ain't gonna let that many niggas on television.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Actually, no. Indeed, and I'm saying that. Hold on, I'm saying that because nigga, we writing this shit and selling it to Hulu.
Like the thing is, I was thinking about this because I was like, well, they can go to Vietnam. No, think of the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what about an urban setting? You already did that in the second movie.
Yep.
So
Alien Planet and Predators.
So where you go on to the next one? Well, yeah, of course. So we did maybe Gladiator time, maybe the time of Gladiators. I think World War One only makes sense because, like you said, the confusion that was going on and trench warfare and all the rest of that. It was a different time. It was
North versus South, the Confederates versus.
You know what? See, here's the funny thing.
First of all, they'd be so quick to call him a nigga because of the dreads.
Man. That one
actually, I wouldn't even go that far. The only reason I would say no to that is because we just did this movie, and it's almost kind of in the same time frame. I know, and I know.
Give it about another 200 more years, then we're
give it another 100. Even still,
100. My bad. Yeah, 100 years. Yeah.
But even still, you know what I mean?
It's a lot, but it's like how do you up the ante, but still keep it simple?
I think you should go back.
Hell, put them in the time of cave people.
He washing everybody.
But the Geico monkey.
Until that one nigga with a club
until that one person. I don't know why Hollywood do it, but the one very, very handsome Neanderthal is the one X.
Somebody said something that blew my mind. I was like, Planet of the Apes versus Predator. I'm like,
it could work.
I'm not in it because I think Planet of the Apes is.
I like the new one. Matt Reeves' trilogy was actually really good.
It's actually the new one's not that bad. It's just that I always laugh at it because like y'all white folk are worried about the monkeys. That's the last group of
also
y'all worried about the apes. Worried about the ones that can talk right now. You know, black people, Spanish. I think y'all need to be worried about that uprising.
I mean, I just
monkeys are coming.
That's why I always still maintain that like it's amazing that the Predator franchise didn't reach the level of the Alien franchise where Prometheus, and we talked about it with Prometheus and even Alien Covenant, where it's like, fuck, damn, aliens, you used to be the man. Aliens, what the fuck happened to you?
I think it's just the Predator is a little bit more protected just because it leans into its comic book lore way more than it would lean into its
even AVP didn't hurt it that much.
Exactly.
It's stung.
I will say this: the Alien franchise benefits on being still iconic. That's the only reason why it's never got totally thrown into the trash. Because when we went through the series, we all said this. It feels like they should have gave up on it. It really felt like they should just
give it a break.
No, D. I told you from the beginning that the moment, what's her face? The moment Ripley jumps into the freaking molten steel, dude, that was it. She wanted to die for a reason. I don't want sequels. I don't want shit else.
This is perfect.
And yes, Predators versus Pirates would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be.
Yes, who is this? We mateys.
Yes and no. Only reason I say no is because, nigga, I get it. You play that one Assassin's Creed game. You just want to see somebody die.
Sir. Assassin's Creed Black Flag was dope because we got Django Creed. That's all I'm saying.
Stop.
Freeing slaves in Haiti.
Stop leaning on that game that only 4 of y'all praise because of the same old Ubisoft BS. Don't do that. But I don't know. Actually, I do want to play that one.
Predator medieval times.
See, that's another. That's what I was thinking of too. Like in the middle of
the Black Knight versus the Predator.
Whatever German history you could throw it in, whatever like English history, Anglo-Saxon history of medieval times. Yeah, that'll fucking work. I think.
Thinking about something right now. We mentioned medieval times. Guy Ritchie presents Predator.
That shit will be too action packed to the point where it's like, okay, I think we lost the point of the Predator.
But the characters, the movie will literally be rewinding back with the characters recollecting how they got to that point.
I gotta be honest with you.
Told in very typical Guy Ritchie fashion.
Hey Chris. Stop
one shot action sequence.
Stop making my dick hard, guys. Really stop doing that.
Because look, me and D talked about this.
Stop doing that.
Me and D talked about this. I hated King Arthur, but it was funny as shit. He threw some Guy Ritchie threw his Guy Ritchie shit in it, where like King Arthur is.
And it's the only reason why people remember it and still watch it. It's because it was so jarring. Where it's like, I gotta watch that shit again because that made no sense.
It went on some Kingsman shit.
Some characters like, we tied up the Predator over here, and this is how it happened. Johnny over here, I don't know what happened.
Look. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. None of y'all ready for the long uncut shot of the Predator that Guy Ritchie already has in his head. Y'all not ready for it because that one's going to be. Look, by the time we get to it, and it's always 4 minutes. When it gets to the end of that 4 minutes, we're gonna like, whoo, Jesus.
Hold up, did Jason Statham punch a Predator? Is that what we're leading to?
No, it's just the Predator by himself, like offing niggas left and right. Y'all not ready for that Guy Ritchie scene of an uncut scene of the Predator piecing out 18 dudes. We are not ready for that.
Hold on, D. Piecing out 18 dudes in the middle of a church.
Man.
To what type of music, D? I don't know. Guy Ritchie's funny. It matters how he feels about
Black
it.
Betty.
Nah.
No.
That's the nigga. No, who's the motherfucker I'm sorry. Who's the dude that made Kingsman that I can't stand?
Matt. Shit.
Yeah, I know. You know it. Yeah, him. Yeah, he would do that. Come on, it's Black Betty. Everybody think that's cool. He will pick one of those things. Guy Ritchie, he will put in a song where it'll be like, that makes no sense. It's perfect. It's actually perfect. How's this? It's like it's so off. You know what I mean?
Did you guys know the dog that they had in the movie? It wasn't a typical Hollywood trained dog. It was actually a stray dog that they got in the movie, and the dog, as dogs that aren't trained do, the dog was literally just doing whatever the fuck it wanted, but somehow they made it work.
That's cool.
They somehow made it work.
This is what
and you know what? And hold on.
One wild in Hollywood, and y'all can't get good dogs and good cats and shit.
No, wait, check it out. See, shout outs to that dog. You survived.
I thought that dog
was
going to get killed.
That dog, look, by all rights, that dog should have died twice.
Yeah, really.
By all rights, he should have died in that movie twice, man. Especially that one time we heard, he got kicked.
Hey, that Predator fucking Leonidas kicked him. I'm like, how are you alive, dog?
I'm mad because that dog. Look, I'm mad because you see her at the end. Everybody in the tribe's cheering. You see the little girl, yay! And then you see a dog, roof. That was some fucked up shit, wasn't it, bitch? We made it.
We got through it.
What you didn't see is when the three ships came down.
I will point out when she first falls into, they call it the mud pit, but it's quicksand. When she first falls into the quicksand, and you notice that when she pulled herself out, it was that same mud that Dutch was covered in Predator 1.
I thought it was just mud. See, I just took it as mud. Period. You know what I mean?
But it was the same look, same color, same everything. I was like, damn, she looks just like how Dutch was, completely camouflaged. And the movie tricks you into thinking that she was going to go back and use it to her advantage to fight the Predator, but no, because we already did that. Not only did we do that in the first one, but freaking Adrian Brody did it in Predators.
And again, like we said, she want to know what the fuck heat vision is. So that wouldn't even cross her mind for 2.5 seconds.
It wasn't even that. It's the fact that nobody in the movie brought up the fact that they were able to cover themselves or camouflage because they accidentally fell in some mud or something. True. Whereas in Predators, they got that knowledge. But in this movie, it'd have been interesting because if she did happen to be covered in that mud and the Predator just happened to completely miss her, like he'd be right in front of her and doesn't even see her, then I think she would put 2 and 2 together.
Sure. Actually, no, I'm with you on that. I wasn't complaining, by the way. It was just more than. At
first, I really thought because of this movie they were gonna, they were gonna go with what works. Camouflage yourself. The Predator camouflaged himself with the cloaking device. Wonder if I cover myself in mud.
Matt Vaughn.
Matt Vaughn. If I cover myself in mud, it would block. It would block the Predator's ability to see me. But no, we got this flower, this ancient flower protects me.
I think the greatest thing though we haven't talked about though is this movie looks really good.
We said that plenty of times.
Well, I mean,
throughout the time watching,
but the drone shots, and all.
Yeah, the movie definitely looks. The movie looked amazing. I applauded the hell out of this movie, and that's because I'm a Predator stan. Like I fucking love the Predator.
We've been seeing the influx of drone shots ever since fucking Michael Bay overused an ambulance, and I'm like, all right, guys, I get it.
But then again, the second I saw the you see the overhead shot. Here's me, dude who directed Cloverfield. Stop that shit. First of all, I know it's you.
No, first of all, Chris, Ambulance isn't a movie. Ambulance is a video game.
Oh, it's a video game.
Third of all, actually, no. Second of all, it's an experience. That movie is wild. Anyway,
yes, it's a wild movie.
That movie is an experience. It's not even good. It's just like watch it.
and think of and speaking of the director, this is the same director that did 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield Paradox.
Yep.
No. He only did he only did 10 Cloverfield Lane. He never touched Cloverfield Paradox.
Really?
Nope.
Really? But when the second you see that drone shot, I was like, I know it's you.
Yeah.
I know it's you.
Yeah.
You have a tone. I know it's you.
It was so good.
I'm like, the one thing I will give, God, what was it? Fuck. Oh, just to throw it out there, because I'm gonna have to repeat this twice when we do Predator. No. Billy was a Sioux Indian.
Yeah.
He was Sioux and Italian. Yes. There's actually down there, he was Sioux and Italian. These two are not related.
I'm about to say, did someone really try to draw that connection?
Remember, no. Just to be fair. Remember when we all talked to each other at the end of when we were talking about this movie, and one of us brought up Billy.
I
don't know.
That was you.
Yeah, and I was sitting there like, just humming it, right? So when I was watching Predator today, I was like, you know what? I didn't look it up. Billy's a Sioux Indian. Okay, cool. Because if he was Comanche, I was like, ooh, good one, movie. That's a good one. Again, that would have been nice.
The lore building of this movie. Like I said, they already
made a bit corny, but I would have accepted it.
They already made me happy bringing the gun into the movie. As soon as I saw the pistol, I just said,
I'm not a fan of that gun. Oh, I'm not. When I saw that gun, I was like, I don't want to make the connection. I don't.
Yes, I wanted that connection.
Gun.
Yes, they had to do it because the moment he offered that pistol, I said, "There it is. That's the pistol. That's the pistol."
I know.
I was like, look at the date. First of all, the date. They already showed the date at the beginning of the movie that this was 1715. I'm like, are they gonna do it? And then when I saw the Frenchman, I said, "Oh yes, they are." And as soon as he offered it to her, I'm like, "There it is. Thank you." I'm sorry. I love this movie just as much as I love like the Predator franchise. Like I want more.
Think about it though, Eris. Think about it. 200 years from that date. No,
300.
Almost 300 years from that date. A sweaty ass black man in the middle of LA.
Yes, he's gonna get it. He's giving
a sweaty ass black man.
Hey D, it's all a circle.
No.
That's time, ladies and gentlemen. That's time. Time is such that a circle.
Like how our boy Malcolm said it. Heat stroked Danny Glover in Predator 2.
A heat-stricken Danny Glover.
Look, I watched Predator 2 earlier today. Danny Glover looked like he needed some water. He needed some water.
Boy, y'all remember that meme that came out a couple years ago when Global Warming really started kicking our ass? You see that brother in the car, shirtless, sweating. He's all like...
First of all, Danny running around that bright-ass orange shirt. I'm like, son, that thing is drenched.
Nigga looking like this the whole time and shit.
Hey, wait, hold on, Chris. Damn it. Wait, go back. Damn, it's hot.
Damn, it's hot. I'm sorry. Every time I see that picture, I just hear living in America. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can you imagine Prey cuts the credits and they play Living in America?
Actually.
Oh God, I don't want him to do it.
Matthew Vaughn would have did that, actually.
Yeah.
Living in America.
See, guys, irony, America.
No.
Native Americans taking on.
I'm sorry.
They're taking on one lone predator.
If it makes you, I really mean that to everybody. When you get to the end of this, cue it up for yourself. When you see her walking back, go on your phone, go on Spotify, Pandora, whatever you got, load it up. And the second they start cheering and they start zooming in the face, play long tall salad. Because that's the Eris, this movie would have got an A+++S with me if it did that.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Y'all remember how they did it at the end of Predators?
Boy, at the end of Predators, I know none of y'all were with me. I would see that with a bunch of friends, and we was all watching at the end of that. I was the only one in the movie theater. I stood up and clapped. I was like, yes! You ended like that. Like,
that is exactly how you ended.
That was a Predator. Yeah, that was on the first Predator. Like, come on, that was cool. If that would have ended this one the same way, I don't give a fuck what any of y'all say. It would have been nice.
Even if it was an orchestral version of that song, I would have accepted it.
Now here's the one thing though that is kind of ironic. Now I did bring it out that they weren't from the same tribe, but the homegirl who's playing one, she's actually a Sioux Indian. So.
Kind of. I mean, look. Yeah. I think I would give credit.
That face, Harris.
But I would give credit though, because like I always said, like we Hollywood has still got ways to go. Let's not get it twisted. But like, if you're going to cast Native Americans, get some fucking Native Americans. Like,
and that's what they did, and I'm glad
they did it. They did it because they could have easily been like, all right, let's get a bunch of white folks and throw some war paint on them.
And that's how my dad actually knew that they were all Native American. Like what I said earlier, they all sound like they're from California. They all got that hard R in their voice, like they're about to say that anytime, man.
But they're Native Americans. I'm like, you know what? That's cool. It's progress. You know, like I said, again, we got ways to go.
Here's the thing. And me and Chris talked about this several times, and this is the one.
I mean, how Twilight, the fucking Wolf tribe was all Native Americans.
I think they were almost all Native Americans.
Yeah, majority of Native Americans.
Majority was. But the point, me and Chris talked about this. We said there's a thing of you checking off a box and true diversity. True diversity is having people of color in places where we actually belong. Now, if we were doing like we said, if this was a movie in the middle of Alaska and we didn't see one black person. Of course, but if you're in the middle of Alaska and I don't see no First Nation people, not one old dude that's been living in the, you know what I mean? Something's wrong with that. Diversity and also it ain't just that, but it's also nailing how people are and all the rest of that. Of course, you're not going to get all the mannerisms and all the sayings that you got back in that day. But as long as you get people who are actually people of First Nation, people who actually look like they are the role without disrespecting a whole race of people. That's what it's all about. And in this one, they did it very well. Yeah, they probably could have said more Comanche, but then again, I don't think nothing was lost. So this was very good. It was very good. And going back to what Eric said, this movie looked good too. So yeah.
I mean, I think it speaks volumes because like there's a show called Reservation Dog,
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
Is it Reservation Dog? Yeah,
Reservation Dogs. And like somebody was like, we've reached a point to where they've gotten the native representation to where when there's actually complaints about the show, it's coming from Native Americans. Like, yeah, I like the show. I wish they tightened it up on X, Y, and Z. And it's like we've gotten to a point to where it's like the Native Americans themselves are like, it's fine. They can just tighten it up here. And you know what? We're not even mad about it.
Nerve to go, man, they're not that poor on a reservation. Every First Nation person, turn it around. Like, do you know how poor Native Americans are? Like, no. Like, look, black folk, real talk, we get our asses kicked on a daily basis. Native American people don't got no sense of identity in this country like that, and it's so fucked. So yeah,
they see the casinos and think everything is good. I'm like, oh no, it's not.
like this. What? Like for the 5 families that's getting that money, all the rest of it, nah. You good. Look. I hate to be that one cousin they don't like that much, and he did the stupid thing and married somebody white. He ain't getting a dime.
Like Val
you did the foolish thing by falling in love with one of them.
Like Val Kilmer's character in Thunderbolt, where even though Val Kilmer did not look a lick of Native American,
man,
not one bit.
Listen, manifest destiny like a motherfucker,
man.
Boy, look, the point is, but like anyway, I think we said enough. I think
that's probably.
If you haven't watched Prey, watch it.
Please watch it.
I think this is going to spark. I think this is definitely going to spark them to actually do a full-blown theatrical release for the next Predator movie. So
you know what?
They need to.
But it also, but to be honest with you, this does fall in that same category of why the fuck do we need to take it to the movie theater? Hate to be that person. This does actually bring up that argument too, that it doesn't need a theatrical release, and you see how much we got off of this. So it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. I guarantee you, though, they do need to put the next one in the movie theaters. And I hate to be that person. It's going to suck. It's going to be the second one. It's going to be the one that's like,
Nah. I say keep the same director, keep the same writer, keep the same producer. Just keep that same team. You know, like for example, you don't take Tarantino, have him make Kill Bill, and then give Kill Bill 2 to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that one.
Keep this with the same team. Let them make the sequels.
And
listen, you have an entire Dark Horse comic line. Pick a story.
Pick a story. Yeah, we know by the time it gets to the screen, it's going to be picked apart and whatever. But whatever, pick a story out of that line.
I mean, get that Alan Silvestri music.
Speaking of which,
I'm just saying, get him to do it. He's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all, that's what we're going to be doing this Friday. This Friday, we're going to go into the jungles. I love that little.
Dylan, how are you?
We get those other drums, not the Wakanda drums.
No, it's the almost steel pan music.
And I was saying her name wrong the whole time. Her name was Naru. Naru. Played by Amber Midthunder. And I got to say to all you First Nation people, I love y'all last names. Oh, I love y'all last names.
Dakota Beavers.
Dakota Beavers. I'm sorry, dude. You got the whitest name up here, bro.
I mean,
but no. That's one of those.
He's got no. I really hate to be that guy, nigga. You got a character out of a Steven Seagal movie name.
What's your name? Dakota Beavers.
You know for a damn fact, Action Trump would use that name in the movie.
Pure Action Trump.
Hey, you know what? D knows this. Hey, D, what are the odds that they try to put Momoa against a Predator?
You know what? I'm actually shocked that didn't happen yet.
Because you remember that show C that's on? It's on its last season right now. I was like, yo, Momoa's a beast in that fucking movie.
I wouldn't be surprised. Here's the funny thing. Momoa is in that weird, in that interesting spot where he could play in the next Predator movie and nail it. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if they would get somebody like a Momoa or somebody to be in the next one, because just to do we did this, we did that. Now let's go back to somebody that actually but that's the whole thing. You gotta have
Momoa and
the thing
Roman
is,
Reigns teaming up against a Predator.
Something like, you see what I'm saying? You have to have a competent group of killers.
Yeah.
And these competent group of killers got to get picked apart. That's why when we saw shit like medieval times, when we see, I give you a good one. Give me Russia. Give me Russia when they're fighting. Give me the Russian. Yeah, actually, that's a good one. Give me the Russian what happens during the Russian Revolution while everybody's fighting each other in the middle of Russia. He has to fight in the snow. Give me that.
That'd be on some Sniper Wolf. That'd be on some fucking Sniper Wolf shit from Metal Gear Solid. Like, just
you know what would happen? There's a big ass fight happening. Some 3 laser dots appears on somebody's forehead.
Woo! That whole movie will be tense, nigga.
That'll be the trailer. You just see a random Russian.
Now, granted, this is the last thing I will say, for this movie, is that there's something very unfortunate about the last 3 movies, including this one when it comes to Predator. It's missing our favorite producer. And you can tell that his presence is not here. That is Joel. Silver. Joel Silver only produced the first 2 of these Predator movies, and I had to check just to check. Just want to know, you know what I mean? It ain't a big deal.
I'm gonna be that guy. Do we need him?
No, not in this case, because Joel Silver. And we said this, and this is one of the reasons why Joel Silver really needs to talk to us, because we're actually fans of him. We noticed that his product, by the time like where it is like right now, it's mid. It's mid. He's going to get it. It's mid. He's going to get something big, but Joel doesn't have to do nothing no more because he's the producer that made it at this point. You know what I mean?
Dude, his last movie that he did, we just talked about it not too long ago, Superfly.
Yeah. God, it was Superfly.
Taking all this money and putting it into crypto.
Put it all look, the one thing, and we said this because the one thing, it just said crypto, nothing more. Anyway, the one thing that
I'm just envisioning the dude from Superfly trying to offer the Predator crypto so he don't get killed now. And
just imagine it. Predator walk over the priest. That's nice. I see those little dreadlocks you got in your head. I got a question, man. Who does your hair? What's her name? Because I think I know her name. No, I think I already know her name. Her name is Wendy, isn't it? Here's the Predator.
First of all, Predator look.
So who gave you that shit, my nigga? Because I know it wasn't you that earned that shit, right? Don't do all that to me, man. Just trying to talk to you like an old businessman.
He just waited
to try to fight him. He does.
The Predator just waiting. No,
the
Predator just waiting for him to pull out a gun.
Yeah, that's all it is.
He's waiting for him to arm himself.
You forgot. This is Millennial Priest. Millennial Priest is OP is as OP as Alucard off of Hellsing. It's ridiculous. Like, dude, you're supposed to be dead. Like, anyway, whatever.
But Predator, we're doing next, and that's gonna be fun just to kind of revisit a lot of the as the people say nowadays, the toxic masculinity.
Oh, I loved it.
Well, I like to call it. Look, y'all call it toxic masculinity. I call it the good old days.
Y'all call it toxic masculinity. Here's what I call it. That's how you fucking got here.
Exactly.
Well, let's be real.
Exactly.
Let's be real. I love it.
No.
You're right. Because I love how now on social media, the women are finally be like, remember when men built houses? And I'm like, I hate y'all, but you're right.
No, the people that say, you remember when men built houses? Your granddaddy did that. But all his sons who went to jail when they were 30, when they was in their 20s, they couldn't do that. So when they got out, and your granddaddy, who was such a good man, did nothing for them when they came out. Yeah, I can go how black men got fucked. So let's not do that.
But it's funny to hear that. It's like, remember when men built houses? I was like, well, that's Predator, because some men built. Look, let me tell you something. I felt inadequate when I saw Jade at San Diego. So when I'm watching Predator,
taller than her.
But here's the thing: when I'm watching Predator and I see these motherfuckers flexing, just handshaking, and I see them pulling a whole ass tree down, I'm like,
suddenly you need to go even harder in the gym.
Like who's pulling a fucking tree down by themselves? Who does that?
First of all, that was a team effort, Chris.
I've done that before. It's fun. It's fun. If you got the right weight and you got the right balance, you can knock down a tree. It's fun.
Dude, but they look like they just did it as though it was just a regular ass workout. It was just like flexing muscles, veins popping and shit. I was like,
look, let's save all this.
The 80s was
Predator.
gay. The 80s was gay.
No, we're saving.
They ate their red meat. All right.
No. We're stopping here, gentlemen. We're saving all this. Y'all join us for Predator next week. All right.
Peace.
Peace.